Hi. You're getting sleep shirt Xander tonight because I actually just woke up. Like I've been up for not even 15 minutes. It's weird. I rolled out of bed a few minutes ago. Oh man. Whew. Let me get the good old post made that I'm live and all that. I'll have to run downstairs for dinner at some point. Um, but yeah, hey everyone. Still, like I said, still kind of just waking up here. What happened, right? So Jesus, I had to work today. Yeah, and when I had to work, especially when I have to work at this school, I had to be up at 6 in the morning. And so I got up at 6, got out the door at 6:30, went to work. Did not have my earbuds, which made work so fun. In fact, I need to remember that on my to-do list for today, it says I need to find my earbuds. So that's going to be part of this morning, or jeez, this morning. That's going to be part of this evening's festivities, is trying to find where the hell my earbuds have ended up. Or at the very least, trying to get the ones that don't work as well to charge if I can't find them. Because I have no idea where they've gone. Also, CM Punk's wrestling on Raw tonight against Sami Zayn, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, see if I can find my earbuds this morning or this afternoon. No, Charlotte, they're saying Boo Earns. Boo Earns. Um, but anyway, no, Charlotte, they're saying woo. Boo woo. Boo woo. That's, it's a regional dialect of your catchphrase. Charlotte, don't worry, they're not booing you, sweetheart. You're the baby face. They love you. Anyway, I'm alright. I'm exhausted. Like I said, I was up at 6 a.m. Went to work, forgot my earbuds, so I had to push through work just with the white noise of children talking. And by children, I mean like 17-year-olds because it was seniors all day, which was nice. Um, and then drove, and it took me an hour to come home from work. At that point, it was almost 4:30 p.m. And I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit. I was like, I'll just lay down for 2 hours. I'll get up at 6:30, get some stuff figured out, get some graphics made, whatever it is I'm gonna do. Yeah, it was 7:45 when I woke up. Like, if I had slept till 8, I would have just turned on Raw in the bedroom, and been like, all right, taking me out. We ain't doing a watch along tonight. But I woke up in time, so here we are. Um, Happy AJ got his good theme back. Oh yeah. But yeah, glad people enjoyed Survivor Series 2015 yesterday. I'll add the website history for that onto the website soon, even though it's really just gotta get again, when do I get to be in one of these opening video packages of streamers reacting to WWE? I know. Oh, there's my earbuds. Good news, everyone. I found them. They're right here. I'm gonna charge them. Yeah, they fell out of my back, or out of my bag that I take to work the other day when my bag fell off the couch. The more time that has passed since Saturday, the more I'm like, the more I'm sitting here like, maybe Jay wasn't the wrong choice. Maybe it's just the elimination order at the end that was the wrong choice of him eliminating Cena to win it. Because people seem to be into it. As he is being followed very closely by children and grown men. But yeah, a lot of people enjoyed Survivor Series 2015 yesterday. I had a lot of fun making that. I actually finished it up yesterday morning, a couple hours before it went out. So I turned my attention now to TLC 2015. That'll be next, as I announced this morning. I'm going to be doing TLC 2015, Royal Rumble 2016, Elimination Chamber instead of Fastlane, and then it culminates with WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, Texas. Since I didn't do WrestleMania 38 in Dallas, which there's every possibility I just alter it and have WrestleMania 35 be Dallas as well. So we'd have a different Rumble winner for the men this year. Yeah, I guess they did have Cody win it 2 years in a row, but Cody's WWE champion, so obviously wouldn't have made any lick of sense for him to win that. It is just him, Oos. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and dwell on like, oh, I wish it had been Cena. Because yeah, of course I wish it had been Cena. But like, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'll just hope that Triple H can convince me. He's got what? 7, 8, 9 weeks till WrestleMania, something like that. He's got time, is what I'm saying. Like, Trips has got time on the road to WrestleMania. In fact, we got nothing but time on the road to WrestleMania. Oh, he did a handshake with Michael Cole. You love to see it. But, yeah, no, like, hold on. I gotta check something now. Oh, I never updated yeah, I never updated that. That's why. I never updated the website title history section for the NXT title after 2 weeks ago's title change, whenever it was. But yeah, right. Yeah, so there's like 10 weeks till WrestleMania. So if Triple H convinces me that Jey Uso is the right choice in that time, then I'll be like, all right, cool, let's roll, let's do it. Let's have a good time. Let's yeet all over the place. So, but we'll see, right? That's just how it is. We'll see. Not as salty for the men's than for the first one, but because not only Flair won, but number 30. Charlotte wasn't number 30. She was like number 27. Oh, because of who was number 30. Okay, hold on. I had to process that for a second. People seem into it though with Jay, so I'm willing to accept that I'm in the minority on that one. Okay. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not happy about Charlotte either, but like I look at it the way I look at a lot of things in my life. I can be mad about a lot of things. The predetermined sport's not going to be one of them. I was mad in the moment. I was mad on the stream. Just gonna let it roll off my back tonight. I got fucking a million more things to be upset about right now. Like I have way more to be upset about right now So, in terms of just some life stuff. So I'm not going to worry about it. I could be mad, or I could just kind of accept, yep, that's how it goes. Can I call the decision a bad decision? Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and scream about it. Not worth my time. Just not worth my time. Alright, 31st is when I last updated the website. So that would have been Friday. Which means all I got to update is the Survivor Series stuff. Okay, they're doing the Yeet stuff. Alright, they're gonna do the Yeet stuff. So I'm gonna go grab my food. He's gonna yeet one more time. If I've missed something huge, you know, like if The Rock shows up or something, that's on me. I'll be right back. How many times has he said the word yeet? Over, under. How many times has he said it? Like, has he been like, I'm going to WrestleMania, yeet. I'll fight for a world title, yeet. However, Ray will piss and moan a lot about it. Yeah, pretty much. Ray can be mad for both of us. Okay, he's actually giving like a genuine promo. I won't sit here and shit on it. Alright, any second now, Gunther's gonna come and be like, "You are straight trash! You are a good tag team wrestler!" And all of that. But oh man. With a tear in his eye. I don't know. I ain't that pressed about how much new Gunther insults we get, honestly, Zach. This I'm a 2025 Royal Rumble winner. There's the yeet. Now, bro, I'm going into WrestleMania for the main event, and it's just me. Hell yeah, Jay, you're gonna get that maybe night one main event. Here's Gunther. All right, time for some time for the clubs of street trash. Jay's street trash. I have already beaten him. It was over before we even began. Yeah, he probably will. He's going to go up to the mid-card world title. I wonder if they're doing the Third Time's Charm story. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do, Zach. That's like that storytelling 101. That's what they're going to do. Jay will get his world title finally. In reality, I'm disappointed. He's tried honestly this year. This possible matchup doesn't appeal to me. Let's be honest here, Jay. You can't even lace my boots. We gonna get a Cody tonight? Probably not. They did the whole Cody suffered multiple injuries breaking news thing, so they'll probably keep him off TV tonight.
always in control. You know what, Jay? This time, I refuse to do this with you again.
Brother, didn't you come out here and pick the fight this time?
You know, do you even know what it means to hold this championship that shortly before WrestleMania? That means I'm in the process of building a legacy for myself. But quite honestly,
Like, Gunther, brother,
don't you need to understand my expectations.
you confronted him.
Beating Cena, beating Roman, beating CM Punk, that would have added something to my legacy. So, Jay, the situation is clear. You've got everything to gain, and I got everything to lose. So if you lose me, you force me into a position where I have to give myself a little something to gain about it.
Okay, what's Gunther gonna do here?
If you choose me, Jay, every week it's going to be hell. With WrestleMania being the most horrible display of violence this business has ever seen.
See, they're actually getting me a little intrigued with it. I ain't gonna lie, this is getting me intrigued. I'm like, alright. Gunther is threatening to try and kill him.
I'm going to put you down like a diseased dog.
Oh, there you go. There's a new insult for you. I will put you down like a diseased dog.
But the good thing is, you got options. So I advise you to consider them. Hey, hold on. Ain't you're not tired yet? Cleveland, I'm tired. Everybody telling me what I can and can't be. I'm just a tag team guy. Not supposed to be the main event. Supposed to win the Royal Rumble. But look, I'm gonna go to Friday Night SmackDown. I'ma holler at Cody. But what I'm telling you this is, whoever I choose, I'm walking into WrestleMania as the 2025 Royal Rumble winner. But I guarantee you, brother, I'm walking out of WrestleMania as main event Jey Uso, and it will be as champion. Period.
There you go. All right. Oh yeah, that was actually a cool stat that they shared. That Jay is the fourth member of the family to win a Rumble. Rock, Yokozuna, and Roman Reigns being the others, of course.
Now, speaking of Roman Reigns, what a disastrous Royal Rumble for the original tribal chief.
Jesus, those stomps were brutal, man.
Both being eliminated by CM Punk, Seth Rollins snap. And he stopped his long-time rival, Roman Reigns, not once, but twice. He updates Roman Reigns' condition later on tonight. With 3 weeks from Saturday, the elimination chamber in Toronto. Rogers Center, opening 3 days. It'll be John Cena's last night in Toronto. What about the definitive statement Cena made at the Royal Rumble Post Show this past Saturday night? Will compete in the division. Saying that, because after 23 years of loyal service to his company, he'll not opportunity for the Elimination Chamber committee. And I'm going to main event my final appearance possibly. Win a 17 championship. I will win 17, not for me. I will win 17 to someday shake the hand of the person who wins 18.
There you go. Cena, of course, declared himself for the chamber. I didn't watch the, what do you call it? The press conference, because at that point I was just ready for bed, but...
We know John Cena is in the Elimination Chamber. 5 other men will be involved. Qualifying matches start tonight. The importance of the chamber is this. You must win. You have an opportunity.
God, the Photoshop on Cena there is terrible. You can see the clipping on the hat. The You Can't See Me logo's off center. Hustle, loyalty, respect isn't angled. That's terrible.
Here on Netflix, the exciting Luchador Penta, who has taken the world by storm and embarrassed Ludwig Kaiser at the Royal Rumble is in action. Kaiser looks for payback. It's live.
Penta and Ludwig up next. Oh, I get advertisements now, guys. Or I get back in a countdown. I don't get the international interview stuff anymore. Oh, no, I do. I do. Never mind. I'm getting Kaiser's entrance. Which I'll have to figure out which tier of Netflix Hemlock pays for, because when they raised the prices, Hemlock was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to justify paying for Netflix the raised prices," because I was really the only one using it at this point. So I'm gonna take over paying for it here soon.
6 English seconds, not German seconds. Maybe count 6 takes a little bit longer in his native language. It was a quick in and out session for this European sculpture of a man. Roger was embarrassed, he admitted he was humiliated. He had a few choice words from Penta last week on Monday Night Raw. Basically, he doesn't understand what all the fuss is about, because Kaiser has called himself a international star as well, holding multiple titles throughout Europe over the years. I believe he's a bit jealous about how quickly Penta has caught on with the WWE fans. Certainly, Jake, we're going to hear from some European excellence. All right. Cut that music.
Undertaker, Sting, story on the Survivor Series match got you excited. Well, that's good. Glad you enjoyed that. Everyone kind of already knows where that's going, especially with, like, everyone knows where that's going, but I'm glad people are excited for it, because, like, I'm not exactly making it subtle where that's going.
Of course you like him, because he is a peasant just like you people. I mean, he's coming in here. The entire world is reporting about his debut. This man comes here, first 3 weeks, gets a fancy entrance. Gets all the great things that I had never done. What about Ludwig Kaiser?
No, you're looking just the right amount into it, Zach. You're looking just the right amount into it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked the Wyatts versus Dean Ambrose, because that match was the worst one to record, and I'll explain why after I finish my food here in a second.
Pretty good part of the countdown. We're going to talk about that a in Ron. But there's Ludwig Kaiser set for action. And this is what we were talking about, Pat. Ludwig Kaiser nearly setting a record at the Rumble. Kaiser would not into the ring yet. He would wait for a moment to slide, sneak in, and look what happens. Penta would count his ass out. 8, 6, 7. And Kaiser's irate after our production team showed that footage to the arena here in Cleveland.
Yeah, Taker's odd bias against Sting was very touch. Glad you liked it. Right. So, why was the 4v4 match the worst to record? The match itself was fine to record. I actually enjoyed recording the match. The entrances were the problem. Because as you all know, 2K24 has a bit of an issue with custom logos. So the Sting I had, because I had deleted some screenshots, or not some screenshots, I deleted some logos. Some of my logos got jumbled around. So the first time I tried to record it, Sting started coming out, but instead of his face paint, the New Age Outlaws t-shirt logo was across his face. Right? Like, New Age Outlaws logo across his face. Like, cool. That's great. Went in, deleted that Sting, downloaded the new one. That one had all the right logos, but the game glitched when I downloaded it, as it just kind of happens to do. Where for some reason you can download something from Community Creations sometimes, and it will swap it out with a different logo when you download it. So all the Scorpion logos were just replaced with someone's tattoos. I don't really know whose tattoos they were, so I then had to go in and manually replace them with all the Scorpion logos. And you might have noticed like some yellow poking out down on like Sting's chin. That's because Christian's Flip the Switch logo was plastered onto his face with no way to get rid of it. So I had to strategically double up the face paint so that if the face paint started fading, you wouldn't see Flip the Switch fucking tattooed on his face. And there wasn't a way to delete the logo, because as far as the game was concerned, the logo wasn't actually there. So that's why recording that match sucked. I just need to mod Sting in at this point. I'm going to. Next time we see him, he'll be modded in. Ludwig not terribly happy, it would seem, with how things went.
And Penta kick right to the midsection again. Penta, who loves to fly. Spring
Jeez, Ludwig. Knocked him out of the air.
In control. And then he closing in on the wheel. That Death Valley driver on the apron. Penta's in deep, deep trouble. Many estimation had a breakout year, 2022. Has everything you could want to. Ability, moving, there's something wrong with that dude. He just spits a fair game after spitting on paper.
Oh.
Maybe the WWE Universe. Ooh, Carlos real.
You know, as I'm looking at the IC title page, because I'm adding the Tyler Breeze title win to the website now. Because we haven't talked about that. Tyler Breeze now, is now considered a former Intercontinental Champion. Which is kind of cool. But the last season and a half or really the last 2 seasons, from season 4, like from SummerSlam season 4 through now, so the last 2 years of LS11 Universe at this point, I feel like I've done a lot to repair some of the damage I did to the Intercontinental title. Because, like, you look at the Intercontinental title history in LS11 Universe before that. It started on Nakamura. He was transitional just to get it onto Ciampa. Ciampa had it for almost a full year. He had it for 280 in-game days. Um, and then Gargano and Cesaro only held it for 2 months each. Nakamura held it for 3 months. Roddy Strong held it for 2.5. Cena held it for 2.5. Dijak had it for a month. Cross had it for 2. Ricochet had it for 2. Balor had it for 2. Owens had it for 1. Theory had it for 4. He had it for a quarter of the season. Breaker or Steiner had it for 3 months. Rude had it for 2 months. Like, no one could really break the 4. It was like an average of 2 to 3 months with the belt. And then since then, Gunther had it for an entire third of the season. Seth had it for a season and a half, practically. Had it for a season and a third. Seth had it for 412 days. And now Nathan Frazier is coming up on, at this point, Nathan Frazier's had 8 months with it, so feels like I've undone a lot of my own damage that I caused to the IC title. That title was getting hot potatoed a good bit for a while. Feels like to me, Tiffany's got 2 partners that volunteered themselves. Yeah, can confirm that Bliss and Cross are part of Team Stratton. Can confirm that. And the 4th and final member will be revealed next week.
And then Boss, that blow right in the back of the neck, and Kaiser now pounding away for 50 stitching off that by Kaiser. Big time right from Ludwig Kaiser. He has to be sensing a massive dog view. But, he's known as a razor sharp technician. However, he can get physical with the best of him. There's a stiff clothesline delivered to Penta. Cover now, hook on the leg. Penta's got to kick at 2. Ludwig comes standing for that one. Put a star all over the world. World champion of TNA, world tag team champion there as well.
Still weird hearing Michael Cole mention TNA accomplishments. Maybe that's just me. I just gotta say real quick, Tyler Breeze with the IC title does just kind of look right. Really wish that would have happened in real life. Feel like the dude was massively underrated. And it's one of those weird cases where, like, I don't believe Ryback on a lot of things he says, but I do believe the story he said of why Tyler Breeze got buried. I do 100% believe that he is telling the truth, because he's got no reason to lie. That at, like, tribute to the troops 2015 or whatever, they were like, yeah, someone was like, yeah, you can go home. And then no one had the guts to tell the old bastard, hey, I told him he could go home, when the old bastard was throwing a temper tantrum that Breeze wasn't there because they needed him. And that led to his push getting canceled, and him just being a job guy.
And devastation. Perfect move from Penta.
Predictions for underrated match of the night is triple threat IC title match. Pains me to give a compliment to Frazier, but all 3 workhorses are good in the ring. I'm excited for that match. I haven't recorded anything from Survivor Series yet, neither is Ray, but yeah, War Games is locked in. Roman's got 2 out of 3 partners. Ciampa says he thinks he's got a guy for the final partner, and as Pierre said in the comments, it's got to all be who we think it is, right? I mean, stand to reason.
the WWE fans in Cleveland. Perfecto over the top.
Oh my god, guys, I gotta finally put Smiley Roman on the website as champion. Did I hear the story that Logan Paul got, or that Paul London got fired for smiling? Yeah, I heard about that. During the limo incident. The limo story, yeah. I heard about that. Guys, you're gonna be so thrilled. Smiley Roman is finally going in the title history. Oh, God. I know everyone was really excited about that, you know. Which also now, I think, puts Roman at most world titles in LS11. That's 4. Have I had Cena with 4 yet? Brock might also be at 4. Oh, that was cool. Let's see. Yeah, Brock is also at 4. And so is Cena. Okay, so he's tied with Cena and Brock now. Cena, Brock, and Roman, the only 4-time WWE champions in LS11 Universe so far. Of course, Cena is canonically at 17 in LS11. So. Winning the Spear Pedigree counter. Cool as it would be, I do wish there... I don't know if there's a logistical way to do that, though, in the game, honestly. Cool as it would be, Zach. Like, I would love to see it as well. And Penta Driver. Alright, so that officially puts Seth's, That officially puts Seth Rollins' its first WWE title run in LS11 Universe at 238 days. Which Seth is also a 3-time world champion in LS11 Universe by the Retro Series logic. So he's also up there. Which shouldn't surprise everyone. Everyone knows I love Seth Rollins. Like, he's not my favorite anymore, but I assume he's probably about to call out Braun. Oh, hello, Pete Dunne. Hello, Peter Dune. Oh, it... No. No way. Nah. I could hear Ray 70-something, 80-something miles away yelling, "Paul, I swear to God!" at this tease of a Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser partnership. I could just hear Ray demanding royalties right now. Penta kind of no-selling Kaiser's finisher here.
Taking back to last week on Monday Night Raw, a very scary moment here at the announce table. Dominic and JD McDonough against the roommate.
Oh God, the JD McDonough injury.
I don't know how JD McDonough survived it. Honestly, it was one of the most gruesome.
I'm glad they're not showing the. So I was there when that happened. I saw it happening as I was watching McDonough. I just saw his head whip back. I was like, "Oh my God, I hate him." I was.
This is why we say do not try this at all.
Like, I legit got worried for a second. I was like, "Oh God, did he just?" I was worried I might have just seen him die.
Recovered from a brutal street fight. And what I'm going, everything around here seems to fall to pieces. Not only did you steal my tag team title rematch, you stole my tag team partner. And in the process, you got him hurt. And now he's out injured. So in future, if you want to call the shots when I'm not around, maybe we need to find you a babysitter. Oh, that's so dull.
Hi, Ben. That's just not true, though. Somebody had to take place in that match. Otherwise, Adam Pearce is going to give the opportunity to another tag. And the Warriors. I know that things are looking a little bad right now. But after tonight, I'll be qualified for the chamber match. And on top of that, Raquel and Eric getting a tag team opportunity. So you see what that is on.
Oh, so Dom does all of this for you and absolutely nothing for me.
No. He's the one that got you to the top party.
Okay, Dom got Finn a chamber qualifier, but against two.
You know, there's a lot of
Carly doing, hey, what'd you give me? A new apple. Brilliant. Brilliant.
featuring immersive fan experiences in the largest WWE superstore in WrestleMania history. Ticket about sale now via fanaticsevent.com/WWE. Speaking of WrestleMania,
Oh, fucking joy. What the hell is that outfit? I'm sorry. I know I'm sitting here in a 15-year-old t-shirt that in the right lighting you can fucking see through, but Charlotte, what is that? Honey, that is a fashion disaster of an outfit.
matches is hit live.
Oh, man.
Charlotte Flair won the Royal Rumble back in 2020. She would go on to WrestleMania and actually choose to face the NXT Championship. Rhea and Charlotte would be again WrestleMania 39. They would have Charlotte on that night. Actually, over the ring, the ropes for our queen. Good job, Lex. Charlotte entered the Rumble.
Would not be funny if Finn's chamber match against Braun? That's what I was thinking was Braun Breaker. I was like, it's gonna be someone big that's gonna wreck his hat. That's gonna wreck his ass. At first I was thinking Strowman, but Strowman's on SmackDown now.
I think a lot of people would have assumed she'd walk out winner. That's what she does. Wins for the 6 spots off the Rumble 27 and 30. 5 winners for both of those spots over the years.
Number 27's tied for luckiest spot in the Rumble again now. How about that?
Times she has held a world title.
14. Jesus Christ. How many of those reigns are less than like are less than like a week? Like, Charlotte's been around on main roster for 10 years now and has been champion 14 times. 5 of those were in the same year, I remember.
Just like
like 7 of those were in the space of 2 years.
You could pick the NXT champion like you did a number of years ago. That's currently Julia. She could pick the SmackDown champ, Tiffany Stratton. She could go after
She probably is going to pick the SmackDown champ, Tiffany Stratton Maggle.
She chooses to stay here on Raw, but it's Queen's World War living in it. Indeed. Maybe she'll tell us.
Wrong button.
Save up to 30% off orders. First two-time Royal Rumble winner in the history of the women's Royal Rumble.
See, I now have to go through and edit all of Roman's title wins. That's the downside with all these world title, like all these retro shows, is every time someone wins a title that they've held already in LS11 Universe, I have to go in and change it. Just like change their number on the title history page.
So here's the thing. A year and a half ago, you guys booing me would have bothered me. But here's the thing. I missed you guys.
Okay.
No, really, it has been a year, 2 months. I missed the guys booing me, and I missed all of you guys that loved me. Last year sucked. Actually, up until last year, I really thought I was unbreakable, but no.
Hey, JJ.
Mentally and physically. And it, actually, there was a point last year that I didn't know if my knee was gonna get better. I didn't know if I was gonna make it to Survivor Series. I didn't know if I was gonna make it to Royal Rumble. I didn't even know if I was gonna make it to WrestleMania. You guys don't get it. This is what I think about.
They do not really like Charlotte that much.
These moves because guess what? I still love all of you.
Okay. This promo feels weird, man.
Because whether you're wooing or booing, love to hate me, hate to love me, it doesn't change the fact that I am the greatest WWE superstar in the history of this industry. So boo me now.
You're listening.
Did you not want me to tell you how hard last year was? Because it broke me. But I fought every single day to get back here because this ring, this is what I love. This is my passion. This is what I want to be the very best at.
Well, fashion choice is not what you're the very best at, so at least you're good at wrestling, kind of. Oh, fuck, I saw it that time. Oh, God. Oh, God. Someone once pointed out that Charlotte and my mother have a very strong facial resemblance, and they have the same hair color. I saw it for a second there, like in the angling. I was like, oh, God, she does look like my mother, and it's weird. quick thing to mention here. I've never crushed on Charlotte. So before anyone starts thinking Freud over here, anyone starts thinking Sigmund Freud jokes are on the table here. No, I've never once have I had a crush on Charlotte because she kind of looks like my mom and it's weird.
She beat her on that night. Rhea Ripley gets some revenge back at WrestleMania 39 when she did the SmackDown title. So it's going to be interesting, Pat, whether or not Charlotte decides to pick.
That's a realization. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's fucking weird. It's like how Brody Lee looks like my dad. That's why Brody Lee's passing hit me so hard. He and my dad look so much alike. Kind of like more like an advanced version of Mr. Fantastic. When my hair is shorter, I get that one a lot. I get Reed Richards when my hair is short. Which I'll admit, I've thought about cutting the hair recently. I thought about it. Rhea, as always, looks amazing. No complaints. Always happy to see her.
This.
Oh. Cleveland didn't want to have a moment with you, honey. I'm sorry. Me when I see Rhea Ripley. Does my dad throw papers at people? Nobody yells a lot. Please no.
The last time we faced up at WrestleMania, I beat you. That match stole the show.
Good point. I make no excuses, but I think you're forgetting the first time we fought at WrestleMania. I beat you.
I sound like I'm talking underwater.
I'm not sure if you understand. Back then, I was just a kid.
I'll get to that in a minute, JT. I will answer that question in a minute.
Where? See, I just came out here to get things started, and you jumped the gun. You wanted an answer, you wanted to see me, but I've got nothing but time.
No.
And I'm gonna see if Julia inspires me. And then I'm gonna go to SmackDown on Friday and see if Tiffany inspires me. No, because I want to feel inspired. You know, you didn't came out here, you jumped the gun, you were impatient. So you know what you showed me? Rhea, you're still just a kid. So on that note, I'm gonna see you next week.
Oh, God. Triple Charlotte this week. Fucking boo.
You do not respect me the way that I respect you.
Charlotte really did just little bro her. God, we're doing the trilogy, aren't we?
The respect into you. What are you doing with Charlotte?
Charlotte actually kind of looks a little scared at that one. She's like, oh shit.
Charlotte goes to NXT tomorrow. The CW SmackDown on Friday on the USA Network. See what the pitches. The Royal So the Elimination Chamber event starts tonight. Jackie is backstage with one of the contestants.
Okay, so let's see what all JT asked here. Okay, you ever had a crush on Lita? Lita was a little bit beyond before my time, but when it comes to Trish and Lita, it's one of the weird cases where I picked the stereotypical pretty blonde girl over the alt girl. Paige, yes, that was my first wrestling crush. Becky, I think I've showed JT. I think AJ Lee, also yes, because you know she's Puerto Rican and I love Latinas, as we made the joke on Saturday. And Becky Lynch, JT, I showed you this. Remember on stream a few months ago, I showed my junior year yearbook where my celebrity crush is listed as Becky Lynch. Write an ode to Charlotte. No, thank you. Especially not with the fact she looks like my mother. Sammy, oh, my stream is glitching out a little bit here. It's not the Wi-Fi this time either. Oh, look at the wholesomeness between Sammy and Jay. So wholesome. It's so wholesome. Hi, Cross.
Maybe I haven't been clear enough. Maybe real sick of seeing you all the time. Keep coming up to me. We're gonna have a problem. I'm not after you. Why?
You know, Karrion Cross's real name is Kevin, so anytime he pops up, I could go, "Hi, Kevin." Oh, New Day's got a new theme.
These two gentlemen going to the dark side, I guess. Started the whole thing.
That evil unicorn. Everything about their entrance video looks AI generated as shit, and I hate it. Thoughts on Amora? Like, have I ever acted? Oh yeah, Amora Zanzenegger, Cornel's wife. We met once. She's nice. Nice girl. Heel New Day's got new entrance and everything. Yeah, I like Amora. She and Cornel are a good fit together. Those waves of a character in set that was in front of no fans. I could see it probably happening. Oh, Dragon Lee is back up next. As in, have I ever interacted with Amora without Cornel around? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those weird situations where sometimes you do have to... Where sometimes you do find yourself interacting with your best friend or your brother's partner one-on-one. Like, my older brother is engaged, and I've hung out with his fiance one-on-one before. She's practically an older sister to me at this point anyway. So Amora is just kind of similar. Like, we found common ground. There are some things that she and I both have that we do have common ground on. Similar movie interests. I do think it looks cool. I'm just a little worried because it does look very AI generated, Pierre. That's why. And I don't like AI generated images. Ever thought of making a comic character based on Johnny Gargano and Ciampa as the main villain? I have not. I honestly say I have not. Hadn't crossed my mind.
When we were excluded from the Royal Rumble. Matter of fact, I'm giving you more Royal Rumble moments than anybody in the history of this business. When you hear the words Royal Rumble, you think of Kofi Kingston. Some of y'all are putting your food. People who do this are called liars. As a matter of fact, you're doing this like doing a
Whatever. I don't know. I don't really like making characters based on wrestlers as much.
But luckily for you, tonight WWE finally got off their butts and gave us our match against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, even though Dragon Lee wanted to be holding through the turn.
I think New Day went a little over on their allotted talking time there.
Superstar Sunday. New season premiere Sunday, February 16th, only on A&E.
Hi, Rhea. Oh, okay. Now, Rhea EO is a good time worth teasing me with. Oh, jeez. Liv Morgan jump scare. Oh, hi, Raquel. Raquel just gently shoved her over the boxes.
Judgment Day. All those dudes cause problems. Neil's got Liv in a chamber qualifying match later on tonight. No more snickerdoodles that comes to the big day. They don't have any joy left in them. They're mad at the world. Telling us a bit ago that they're upset that they weren't involved in the Royal Rumble match this past weekend. Here's the man that started the Royal Rumble.
Oh, thoughts on Sonic's brother and sister, Sonya and Manic? Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. That answer your question on how I feel about Sonya and Manic? You know how you survive Five Nights at Freddy's by using the CD Plus cheat? Yes, I do remember that. Yeah. I still need a 100% security breach. I eventually intend to get the platinum on that.
Nearly 25 minutes in the Rumble on Saturday after entering at number 1. He was eliminated by the Samoan Pharaoh Jacob Fatu.
Alright, New Day has got to get something here. I'm not responding to that, JT. Fucking gross. JT, I work with high schoolers who were obsessed with making the Ain't No Party Like jokes for about 6 weeks after all that came out, so I am beyond over them. I've been beyond over those jokes, personally. I was over them before they started, really.
no mistake about it. Despite the change in attitude, Pat, the New Day still one of the greatest tag teams in the history of this game.
Excuse me.
14 tag titles plus an NXT tag title in their career. Kofi Kingston, nobody else, but quickness now with Dragon Lee. Great to see Dragon Lee back. So impressive. Just a number of weeks after the birth of his son, although today decided to make fun of it. Toss body, daughter, excuse me. And I have Dragon Lee since Kofi Kingston.
But yeah, so LAW Termination Chamber, full
Yeah, and that's classic New Day right there. Just hate everything that's good.
Duke Hudson just got what?
Covered by Dragon Lee. Look at the leg. Kick out by Kofi. Wasn't too long ago.
Oh shit. That sucks.
Everything like that. Now they're just the worst of the worst. Here's the double team by Ray, who was knocked off. Both Kofi and Xavier. In recent weeks, there's a basement drop kick by Mysterio. Covered out by the Hall of Fame. Hook of the leg and a kick.
That really sucks, man.
Here on the Countdown Show with Ray Barrett, Big E was Saturday. Big E is so much fun, but he's in such a great place in his life right now. He's doing so many great things. And he's just turned on by one-time best friends. Yeah, these two turned on because they had a broken back and they laughed in his face about it. That was the beginning of this. This is what we're seeing now.
You hate to hear it, man. I love Duke Hudson. Hopefully he'll land on his feet wherever he goes.
Do a lot of other great things within the community as well. And I think the New Day is jealous of the success that Big E has had. Or maybe the New Day is just finally showcasing who they are. Rey Mysterio just continues to invent things on the fly. Oh, Dragon Lee with a kick cover. That may be it. Once kicks it too.
Had to open fucking Twitter for the first time in months to see that. TNA or LAW? I mean, hey, you never know.
It's going to be the thing that ultimately gets them back to the top. But you can say whatever you want. The bottom line is you have to win, right? They have all the ability in the world. Obviously, Hall of Famers is a tag team. New Day. Dragon Lee made him slip underneath, and Cody caught up on the top rope. Dragon Lee is so funny.
Yep, Termination Chamber. Full chamber match cards are locked in. It was a night of new themes on LAW this week as well. Why?
From Cleveland. And we mentioned he has an Elimination Chamber qualifying match next week against Rey Mysterio.
Oh, because he's in a qualifying match against Rey Mysterio next week.
Continues in the fray. Kofi Kingston trying to take advantage. Xavier Woods takes advantage of the
God, I'm tired of this man. I'm so tired of this man. Nervous for the rest to chase you? Hopefully not the case. What's my new theme? I have one. Yeah, I got one. Or got an updated version of King of the Universe. I haven't decided if I like the updated version more than the original, but this is it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, I mean here's the updated, here's 2025 edition King of the Universe.
Lights dim, power trip. He walks out, they all slip. Sledgehammer in his grip. Bow down, take the hit. Pedigree seals your fate. Ring shook by the heavy weight. Dominates with his hate. Your defeat is your slate. All hail, king of the universe. Feel the curse. Taste the dirt. No one
it feels more face to me, at least, because I'm definitively back to being a good guy in LIW, right? Like, I don't know. It might need a lyric tweak or two in there. Like, probably fit more if you were heel again, if you get what I'm saying. It is very Triple H-ish. I get that as well. Kind of the opposite opinion. All right. Could always turn heel. Been there, done that. Probably not really gonna do that anytime soon. I don't know. I know I'm good at it. Like, I'm good at being an ass. Always been good at being an asshole, but Jesus. Like using Story of Greatness as theme. Stories of Greatness. I never use Stories of Greatness. I've had many a theme songs in my day, right? Like I've had many of themes over the years. Never used Stories of Greatness though. Like let's see. I think it's in the ROW playlist. My first theme was this, I believe. Was this it? No, that was an old one. That was an old one. Hold on. It's in my drive. So back in the Too Many Xanders days. This was my theme when Ray and I first started doing this stuff. Back when we were doing like the live action stuff. And then they just revealed Rock's entrance 25, and it's his Mania entrance, and it's fire. Yeah, I was just looking at the video of that. I just saw it on Twitter, I saw it on Twitter, because I opened Twitter for the first time in God knows how long. Let's see. So yeah, I turned heel in 2016. Yeah. 16. And I came out to this. And this actually was my ARW theme when I first debuted as well, I believe. It was very generic. It was very... It was very... That also was GTS Wrestling. Okay, hear me. Okay, I want you to listen to me. All right, look. Okay? That one you said was very GTS Wrestling. I started using that in early 2017 when I went face again. Okay? I started using that when I went face in, like, the beginning of 2017, right after Xandermania 2. Then fucking, what's his name? TJ Macaroni or whatever his name was. Shows up. Oh, no, not him. It's Marconi. It's Marconi, that's right. It was a different guy. He was some indie legend in Jersey. And he showed up, and, like, the Irish dude, Kurt, whatever, Zach and JT will know this. Kurt, whatever his name was, stole his t-shirt or whatever, and then they did, like, a ladder match for the t-shirt or something. And Grim used my theme for that guy. And I heard it, I was like, you son of a bitch. Marconi used Alan's Too Many Xanders theme, which was this. Because, like, this was Alan's theme. And then TJ Marconi got it from GTS, and everyone thought we copied. Even though we'd been using that for years for Alan. We'd been using it since 2016. Kurt Bale, that's right. I should have known that, because when I did briefly watch Grimm for like a year, I liked Kurt Bale a lot. Finally, New Day getting a win, by the way. About damn time. So I went face, got that theme. Then ARW came around. And Kurt Bale was entertaining. I so scarcely remember. Yeah, I was a $10 Patreon backer for Grimm for like 6 months when I was 16. I started watching him when I was 16, I believe. Yeah. No, 15. 15. I started watching him at 15. Watched him from like SummerSlam 2015-ish time. Roughly around there. Discovered him then. Watched him until about 2017, I want to say. I was around long enough for RWA. Was that it? That the King guy formed, the King, whatever his name was, when they did the Rumble that was for control of the channel, and Rojo, they finally took the mask off and let it, and just had Doo-Hop be Doo-Hop again. And, like, he won the Rumble, and I know that Grimmomania, which I had been doing Xandermania just as long, by the way. I didn't even know he was doing Grimmomania as a thing, so it was a weird coincidence. That was the last one I ever watched, was whatever that one. They were... RWA storyline sucked dick, but yes. Yeah, that storyline sucked. That was stupid. That was what turned me away from it a lot. And then, like, I was around for a little bit of their second Warehouse era. And then I didn't even know they'd gone back to the woods until...
It basically says that we don't have sufficient injury update on Roman Reigns. That can only share with us what Roman allows to be shared.
But yeah, no, I remember that vaguely. I don't remember them ever going back to the woods. I came across them a few years ago now, when I first started LS11 Universe. And, oh, CM Punk, Phil in the house. Bring the GTS guys to over. Not really interested. I don't remember what really turned me away from watching, but I know Ellsworth showing up turned me off from it a little bit, because I was just like, I don't want to see this guy on my monitor. So I stopped watching that. I stopped watching around that. I stopped watching right around the time that he and Grimm's now ex-wife, right? Because they got divorced, didn't they? When they lost the second warehouse to the AWE run by Bale. Yeah, no, I wasn't watching at that point. I'd quit watching at that point. Yeah, 17 was the last year I started watching, because I started dating Alex in 2017. And I stopped watching. I want to say it was 2017, right?
Look what I pulled out. And that card was sold yesterday at auction for charity. Check out Tops.com.
Oh, I didn't know he finally turned heel. Yeah, I missed that. I did it first, though. Just reminding everyone, I did it first. Let's see. So this is where I showed up in LAW. Or ARW. Like, you guys remember me fucking showing up in ARW? I'd say, do you remember, like, only 127 of you watched
He's
it.
climbing to the top of the
Because
cell.
this is the final Twitch episode of ARW as well, because they got rid of premieres on
What the hell is
Twitch.
Bowser doing up there?
Because Bowser went up on top. This was during the Sephiroth and Giovanni Cell match.
Look there. Who the hell is that? That guy looks really familiar.
Yeah, I didn't even bother, like, having the Doctor and Quizmaster wasn't around
Trying to
yet.
make out with that shirt set.
This was 2019. Quizmaster came into existence in 2021.
Zendermania!
Hate this so much.
Running wild! In ARW, he just hit a pedigree on Bowser!
Oh, man.
Bowser has no idea what's going on! Bowser!
Fursuit Bowser, yep.
Hurled off the cell!
I really put myself over strong in my debut.
Oh my god! Who even let LS11 into the building?
Yeah, I have no idea who
He just
half
used
the people you
Bowser's
just mentioned
push
were
and
that.
He's walking away just fine. And back in the ring. Oh, and off the distraction from Bowser. Giovanni Bowser's been thrown from an announcer.
And Sephiroth won because of me, and there was like just a big uneasy alliance thing for a long time after that. But yeah, I know who Jay Evans was. I remember him. Oh, A-Town down under. And that's where I showed up, and then... Like, I didn't even bother to have anyone else commentating my shit in the RW. Nowadays, I care about continuity enough to have someone else commentate. I like the Bowser just gets straight up after falling. Right? That's why I had to do the dive, because I was like, this motherfucker. This is where I showed up, right? This is where I had my first official appearance. Oh, yeah. Also, keep in mind, this was still before the first episode. This was, a week before the first episode of the current series happened. And I think I was the only one in chat the whole time. Seems that way. Was I on this show at all? Did I put myself as the main event? It's very probable. I was close. Fursuit Incineroar was also there. Okay, so Survival is probably the show where I would have had my first real entrance.
A story of trust and betrayal.
So what was my first ARW theme? I'm pretty sure it was just the like the let's see. Oh yeah, I was a tag team with the Tick.
Right of the ring. One of the only factions we have here in the ARW, alongside, of course, the Deadly Alliance, the Justice League.
I'm the boss theme.
Well, we know that music. It's the music of none other. Well, there's the Tick, but I was referring to the man behind the Tick. That would be Xander and the Tick, the greatest duo in ARW. As they make
Yes,
their
it
way to
was the
ring.
old Too Many Xanders theme. Because the Tick and I were going to be a tag team for a while was the idea, but then no one cared. Because it was 2019 and no one knew who the Tick was. Oh boy, the I Show Speed moment. God. I'll give him this. He sold the spear. He took that spear. It was a dumb moment. He shouldn't have been in the Rumble, but he took that spear like a fucking champ. I'll give him that.
He's got to be happy with these numbers. Absolutely incredible. 300 million dudes in less than 24
Would have been better if H put all this in the Rumble to take Kira's spot instead of the speed guy. Right, so I used that theme for a little while. Then I know that I started using this in ARW for a little while. Another fairly generic theme, but you know. I was trying to avoid copyright claim. I swapped over in the sad last days of ARW. Well, there was one special entrance, right? There was one special entrance, but I'll show it. I did it twice. So like I did it in ARW and I did it in LSWF. So it ain't that special if I did it twice. But it was a special entrance both times I did it. There was a brief moment in the final season of ARW where I was using a different theme from Pokemon.
Hey LS11 Universe, it's Xander and welcome back to ARW. We're figuring this out. So yes, on the ARW Royal Rumble show, the former GM returned.
Okay, you can't hear the theme, but I was using Cynthia's theme from Pokemon. Hi, Lyra. But yeah, then when LSWF would have come around, which I didn't do a good job with the playlist on at all, I did have a different theme for that, but
Hello, LS11
God.
Universe. It's Xander, and welcome.
The trashed quality of the built-in mics.
LSWF event.
So what's funny is I was using this mic for LSWF, but the issue was it was plugged directly into the PlayStation, and for some reason the PlayStation kind of sounds like this whenever you use a microphone plugged into it. I don't know why, but it sounds like I'm constantly muffled and there's no way to fix it, which is why I resorted to doing post-commentary on all shows that were done on the PlayStation until I just started using the Elgato instead. But yeah, anyway. So I did have a special entrance for Bayside Beatdown. Of course, Ray entered to a cover of Metalingus. You know, on this day.
First and last time ever, according to Xander, that you're going to be seeing these two face off.
And that was because Ray kind of...
As Ray would, marching his way down to the ring.
And Carnold, of course. This was finally when I cared about continuity. Carnold was the commentator. But Ray started using a cover of Metalingus by It Lives, It Breathes instead of Working for the Weekend, because at the time Ray thought it was making fun of him when that was not the case. He's kind of reluctantly accepted that I use Working for the Weekend for him now. I use a metal cover of it. But this was my entrance, and I thought it was fantastic. So let's take a quick look here, because this was... Had to explain who Homelander was at one point to, I think Zach was in the chat. This was before something happened. A lot of Zach's old chats got deleted on accident.
Oh, come on. What is going on? Well, we wouldn't be on the beach without the pirates. That is why Xander went to the bank. Xander went to go get a treasure chest and put on a pirate garb. The final LS11 predictions champion Xander Carter is here. What's he got in there? Oh my god, he's got the belt in there. That's what the predictions title has been. Xander has it in a treasure chest. Xander making his way to the ring now to face off with Ray here in the main event of the first ever LSWF show. Xander Carter marching down to the ring, former AEW World Champion, former WWE Hardcore Champion, former, well, the Final Predictions Champion. Xander Carter makes his way to the ring.
But yes, so I did enter to the He's a Pirate, for those that remember that. Ultimately, Ray won the match. And I did wrestle dressed as Jack Sparrow, which was fantastic. This was originally supposed to be the only time Ray and I ever had a match as well, and then I went heel, and Ray got the win.
Down, holding his waist, and Ray.
Which Ray was supposed to, like, for those wondering,
Spear number 3.
Ray was always supposed to win this.
1, 2, 3.
It was just supposed to go for about 5 more minutes. I was supposed to kick out of that spear, but I couldn't tap fast enough. And I was playing as me. But Ray was always supposed to win.
Ray Wood gets
And this is the part where I actually got a little mad at Ray, because I had already fully edited the show and done this segment, and this is when he kind of got on to me, like, I don't want to use everyone's working for the weekend anymore. It feels like you're making fun of me. It's like, I'm not, but okay. Because this ending segment seems like it makes no sense. Because it's supposed to be me saying, now hit his music, and us dancing to Everybody's Working for the Weekend to end the show, but instead we're just
all the first champions
like
on the show. He's been red.
So instead we're just dancing to On This Day, which it's a great song, it's a banger of a theme, but it doesn't make as much sense as like if it was like Everybody's Working for the Weekend. So let's see, Halloween Havoc. What did we come out to at Halloween Havoc? Because Ray and I entered together on this show. We were in the Gauntlet, I remember that much. God, this match was fantastic. Shark Boy versus Carnold. This was so sports entertaining. It was great. Double Steiner recliners.
On Shark Boy as well. Coral and Scott Steiner. Stereo recliners.
And I timed this so perfectly as well to get the double tap out. This was fantastic. Oh no, I wasn't in this. I got taken out by What's the Status is Masked guys. We don't talk about these two. I got taken by What's the Status is Masked guys who were eventually revealed to be paid by Homelander. That's right. So, like, as we're falling down this rabbit hole, what entrance themes have I used to answer JT's question? Because I do not remember ever using, what was it called? Stories of Greatness. Yeah, I've never used Stories of Greatness. But I was in action on this show. What theme did I use? Is the question.
World Champion. Here he comes to the ring, though. And Xander told us he's finally gotten himself some ring gear other than a t-shirt and jeans. Oh, would you look at that? He's taking
oh, yeah, it's the debut of the ring gear.
Don't you wrestle in a shirt and tie? Yes, yes. Well, that's...
Okay, I now realize what theme this was. This was when this era of my entrances started. Also, Liv and Io are having a fine match right now. I just don't have much to add to the situation here. But this was this era of my entrance theme, which would have been this. Before I then swapped over to this. Yeah, which was the Never Gonna Give You Up cover by 2 Minutes to Late Night, which are Danhausen's buddies. They did they've done some of his themes. They did the Ass Boys theme as well that Danhausen had made. Just the "We're the Ass Boys, build the ass in the Ass Boys." That one. That was my theme for a while then. And of course there's been other one-off entrances as well. But Never Gonna Give You Up by 2 Minutes to Late Night was like my main theme for a while. You go to Scorched Earth Rumble 20.
Hello, LS11
Jesus
Universe.
Christ.
It's the Octa and the Quiz Master.
And of course, you know.
We are. Play the game.
Took the L on that one. Like, took the L on no monetization so that I could enter Time to Play the Game. Because I couldn't find a cover of Time to Play the Game that I liked. And then we had, like, the
Good
big,
day, good evening, and good night, LS11
God Complex,
Universe.
entrance, as I've always called it.
Hanzo's been using
Hanzo got the
One-Winged
One-Winged Angel entrance.
From the new Zan.
And I got, the big orchestral Never Gonna Give You Up. Like, that was when I went heel, and then at that point, after I went heel, I started using this. Oh man, the old LSWF intro. I actually really like this intro. This is what inspired me to start doing show intros. Oh man, but yeah, no, this is what ultimately led me to doing the show intros. But yeah, no, I entered to Dance of the Nights, which is an old classical song. So here's DJ's entrance.
Tonight we saw DJ Danger rise through the stage like Xander's worst nightmare out of hell.
God, this arena was cool in concept with like the beach background.
Here he comes.
But it just didn't work in execution because it just was clearly a giant screen and like a giant backdrop with the entrances.
Time for
like when the matches started and it wasn't cutting to the cinematic angles, it looked kind of believable that we were on a beach.
People with that move and won many of the matches.
I should have just done what I did for Bayside Beatdown every other year.
Arm strike. Hang on a minute. Oh no, Xander. Here we.
And you know, I did the job
Kick
clean.
out from DJ Danger.
Like I did the job clean in this match, and no one saw it coming. Like
Yay! He's got the run up. Stunner 3.
Although this was one of the first times I'd used DJ, I thought the GTS was his finisher, but for some reason he had the Grayson Waller moveset. I don't know why he set himself that one. I should have, in hindsight, made it the GTS because the irony, because at that time I was #1 CM Punk hater. Like, I should have, I should have just, edited his moveset and had him win with the GTS instead. But, you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn. You hang on the edge of tomorrow and all that. But yeah, then at that point, I kept using Dance of the Nights until I then switched back to the do 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 do. It was like a slow evolution of themes for me. Right? It was like I used the old heel theme, and then I went to the. Oh, there you go. So I went back to that theme. Oh, there's Raquel. Liv is probably walking out of this one with the dub, because I wouldn't be shocked to see EO versus Lyra at WrestleMania. Like, As much as I would prefer to see Io versus Rhea, I don't know who we're going to get Rhea against at WrestleMania, but I just have a feeling it's unfortunately not going to be Io as much as I would love to see that match. It might be Rhea Bailey. Well, Rhea's taking out Raquel, so I might be wrong. I might be dead wrong. But yeah, ultimately it then led to me finally coming out to Never Gonna Give You Up again at the Final Destination event. Oh, well, Liv gets added to the match via DQ. Oh, fucking joy. But hey, they might give Io a last chance qualifier. This could be the start of Rhea Io, and if so, I'm down. I'm in.
And disqualify Sky. So Liv Morgan, because of disqualification, has advanced into the elimination chamber. She picks the first of 6 spots. And that matchup 3 weeks.
Okay, so now the real question is, the next time I wrestled would have been Halftime Heat,
Content coming
where it was me and Ray against a timely Wah.
We'll be seeing the ARW Women's Champion Lara Croft in action. We will also be seeing.
What did I enter to on this show? I know what these guys enter to.
Entering the ring tonight, as we mentioned, former LSWF Tag Champions before the show, and the championships were reinstated here recently. That's right, the guys behind the
Okay, I was still doing
first.
I was still doing the Never Gonna
He
Give You
was
Up.
the LS half of the LSW.
This is in the middle of the hair growing out phase as well. This was a year ago. I had only Bailey versus Lyra next week. That'll be fun. But yeah, that was when I'd first grown the hair started growing the hair. And then Xandermania, which was here. 2 Rocks costing Bailey. Yeah, I think you might be right. And then Logan will win because they like to be like, oh, what if the thing you really don't want to happen is going to happen, and Logan will go to WrestleMania.
Time for the Xandermania main event.
And so Xandermania, I got the entrance with I loved this main event, by the way. I entered to Avenged Sevenfold's Hail to the King. This was my little tribute to the Triple H WrestleMania 30 entrance, but kind of with my own thing. I was very happy with his entrance as well. Very, like, Sephiroth meets King of Kings style attire is what I was going for. And from there, I officially debuted King of the Universe not long later. No, I had one more entrance theme, actually, before King of the Universe. Hold up, I just remembered. And I think all of you did too.
When I get back, I want to see Ivy with an Intercontinental Championship. I want to see the Creeds with tag team gold, American made flourishing.
Alright, Gable is going to go master the dark arts of Lucha Libre. They do keep talking about dark arts. So, you guys might be on something with the Aleister Black stuff. But yeah, so before King of the Universe, I had one other entrance theme. As Seth's coming to the ring. You guys might not remember this one, because this was on the other channel during the very brief time where LSWF,
Master.
LAW, and ARW were over
And
there.
welcome
Before I
to
just ultimately was like, fuck it.
LSWF
And moved them back to the main
Reality
channel
Check.
and combined everything
Indeed,
together.
We have made it at last.
So let me find
we
it.
do apologize.
Here it was. Kind of a canceled story as well here.
Well, I'm back. Welcome back. It is now time for the LSWF United
Also,
States
Seth's fit is amazing.
Championship? What the? Well, this is different. Yeah, this is weirdly different. ZRC is in the house. Xander is here, but wearing very different gear from what we're used to from him. The King of the Universe. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. Interesting is one way to put it. But he's here. He's ready for a fight. Xander looking to become the U.S. champion for the first time ever. That would get him and DJ Danger tied for most championships on the road to Grand Slam, each only needing one more. That's right, and then it would be a race to the internet title for them each at that point.
So yeah, I entered to like a warped version of The Time Is Now. I wrestled with my shirt off for the first time ever. Like there was a whole story that was going to happen here.
Well, here comes the...
And then it just kind of...
Master pulls him in.
Like I even wrestled with Cena's moveset. I won with an AA. Like this is where the AA got factored into my moveset. I think I even did the 5-knuckle shuffle in the match as well. What's my opinion on Duke Hudson being released from WWE? It sucks, man. It sucks, Tatum. I hate to see it. I love Duke Hudson.
That was scary familiar.
Like I used the 5 moves of Doom and everything. Like I'll tell you guys in a little bit here what the idea behind this was, because after this, like this happened, and then 7 months, LAW started. LSWF got 1 episode, and that was it for LSWF. It merged with LAW instead, and everything kind of changed from there, leading into the final episode, The Last Dance, being on this channel 6 months ago. It then went away for a while and came back on LS11 Universe instead, where it is now as just LAW. And, you know, Maple Leaf Pro and Lone Star debuted, but there wasn't enough interest there, so instead of that, we're bringing back TNA instead. Like, LAW came back to this channel, to LS11 Universe, 4 months ago now, after like a 2.5, 3 month hiatus. And everything merged. So like I said, I'll talk about the stuff there. But it was after I won the US title that King of the Universe debuted as my theme. But yeah, Duke Hudson getting released fucking sucks. So there you go, JT. There's your answer. I have never used the song Stories of Greatness. I don't even know what that is. Like the WWE theme, Stories of Greatness? I assume that's what you mean, but... Yeah, alright, so while it's on commercial here, well, it's probably about to come right back to Seth, actually. So once Seth's segment is done... Wait, hold on. Ah, damn, it's just the AJ Styles return. Which is awesome! I'm glad AJ Styles back. I'm hoping we get some kind of Joe Hendry recap tonight as well. I think that'd be awesome to see.
general manager Adam Pearce. And Adam, I have heard some rumblings over the weekend that you had a massive announcement tonight. What could you share?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of Monday Night Raw roster, the phenomenal
AJ Styles is on Raw. There. Ooh. Now don't tease me with a good time now.
Yeah, what's next for the Intercontinental Champion? Because lately didn't seem fit. So people are expecting him next year. Can we, I don't know, go talk business somewhere?
Interesting.
AJ Styles officially a member of the Raw roster. And while they go talk business, let's send it out to ringside to see what business you have there.
AJ next week.
AJ back on Raw. You love to see it.
He's taken to WrestleMania. That's a little bit, I gotta tell you what, man, I am happy for Jey Uso. I am proud of Jey Uso. I love to see good things happen to good people. I love to see people keep what they deserve. That's pretty thing. Oh, yeah. You're not gonna like this very much if you want to jam this name. CM Punk lost in the Royal Rumble. WrestleMania, still up in the air. Love to see it. Love to see it from the bottom of my heart. A scumbag, a piece of trash, an embarrassment. Get embarrassed by getting dumped over this here top rope by that idiot.
Like I said, I love Seth's fit right now. It's Jeff Jarrett if Jeff Jarrett slayed. Exactly what it is. Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well. It is Jeff Jarrett if Jeff Jarrett slayed. If Jeff Jarrett wasn't afraid of being fucking fabulous.
The past 4 years, Roman Reigns
Like, if I had Seth on my show, I would probably have him rocking up in this outfit pretty soon.
Now we save the best for last. Seth Freaking Rollins. I lost the Royal Rumble. Lost the Royal Rumble, that hurts, but luckily for me, that is in the past. And there is a future that lies ahead because there are many different paths to WrestleMania. And mine goes to the Elimination Chamber. I've got a qualifying match in a couple of weeks against my old rival, Finn Balor, and I plan on taking care of that business. But there is somebody else here tonight who's going to compete in a qualifying match that needs to take care of his business, and that man is Sami Zayn. Hello, Sammy, you got a match coming up here real soon, but if you could come out here just a few minutes early, let me bend your ear. I got some things I need to tell you about. Sami Zayn, come on.
All right, Sammy and Seth, interesting.
After over weeks, remember the Olympic kick? Sammy and Seth a couple of weeks ago. Yep, actually, no. Sammy's set up to take on Punk in a Elimination Chamber qualifying match here in a matter of moments.
Seth dancing to Sammy's theme is a mood, by the way. Feel that. Also, I will say, like, you guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck did Xander just say?" If when I bleached my hair, it went to that color blonde, like what Seth's got, I'd bleach my hair. I'd have Seth's hair. Give me another year, we'll see how long my hair is, and we'll see if I consider doing kind of what Seth does of, like, the gradient hair. Because I love Seth's hair, man. But, like, I tried to bleach my hair once, and it was not good. It did not look good.
Delusional narcissist on the face that you weren't on his level. Man, you are Sami Zayn. You are a WrestleMania main eventer. You are a good person. That's never be. You are on his level. You are levels above CM Punk. Tonight is your night. I need the absolute best out of Sami Zayn to keep CM Punk out of the Elimination Chamber. Because people like you deserve to be in that chamber. People like CM Punk who don't care about
Seth is hyping Sammy up here.
about this company. They don't even deserve to be in the ring. I'm fighting for you in that chamber, baby. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go, he says.
From Sami Zayn, a la Jameis Winston, formerly of Cleveland Browns. Sami Zayn, tasty, fired up. Seth Rollins wants to see it. Take out his arch enemy, see him.
Ah, hell. Ah, hell. There's no way now that Seth ain't getting involved in the main event. Well, looks like we're getting Seth Sammy right now. Oh, we might need to get security out here. Oh, Seth got a slap in.
And what happened after the Rumble on Saturday night, and everything that's happened for the last 10 years. Yeah, Punk eliminated Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and of course, the brawl outside the ring. It's Rollins coming out here tonight calling Punk a scumbag. What are these two men? They qualify for the Chamber live on Netflix.
Oh. Crash Out Seth has been on one. I have loved Crash Out Seth, man. It's been great.
There's the world champion in WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble winners get to pick the champs they want to face, and the winners of the Chamber will get the others here in Las Vegas. He is 3-2. Main event WrestleMania for the first time in his career. Yeah, accomplished except for the main event. The brand is Spain to the ball. Elimination Chamber provides a golden road and that opportunity. And CM Punk and Bruce Sami Zayn tonight get to the chamber.
Oh, man. I feel like unless Seth gets involved, I feel like Phil has got to pick up the win on this one, and then Seth will desperately try to get into the chamber too.
Fired up. Set to take on Sami Zayn for an opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber 2 weeks back. Six men have that opportunity to be one. Make it to WrestleMania. That road starts tonight.
Chamber has to be star-studded as hell is what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, you got Cena already in there. I bet you Punk's going to be in there. Seth's going to be in there. I wouldn't be shocked if Roman gets in there. Fucking Logan's going to be in there, because of course he is. And then there's going to be a SmackDown guy in there other than Roman. I'd be willing to bet. And I would be willing to guess...
Hard to believe, Pat, after many roads these two have traveled over the years, that this is the first time that
I don't think it'll be KO. I could see Drew or Priest. Apparently, they're going to feud. I need to make a video on this tomorrow. Replace Logan with Drew's, was it? Yeah, but Logan's already announced for a qualifier. If Logan wasn't announced for a qualifier for next week, I would say Drew. AJ's already on, or here, they actually just announced AJ's been drafted to Raw. Yeah, KO is dead. He's dead. Damn it. Excuse me. Whew. I need to refill my water because I am now hiccuping. I'm gonna do my video for WrestleLuigi this week, and I'm going to do 2 videos predicting and fantasy booking WrestleMania 41. Predicting being what I think will happen, and like my buddies over at Cultaholic, who I've never met outside of Tom, the other one being what I want to happen. I gotta go refill my water or I'm gonna fucking vomit. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I gotta get rid of the hiccups or I'm gonna vomit.
Never, ever question by that obsession to main event WrestleMania for the first time, very disappointed after he did not win the Rumble match on Saturday night. Jeez, wow, pummeling chop from CM Punk. And 6 men, 6 women have qualified for the champion match. How that match goes on at WrestleMania. Oh, and there's that chop by CM Punk. Spoon power right through the chest of Sami Zayn. And he returns one of his own to CM Punk. Sammy's fighting back. And Sammy's just got resilience, toughness. Great boy, there's a leapfrog over Punk. He comes up and close up. But when the power game in between these two, I don't think I expected this here early. I mean, if you ever question the toughness of Sami Zayn, battle, in fact, this is WrestleMania last year. And what he did in that 666-day Intercontinental Championship reign for the most dangerous men in WWE and built the longest reign in the history of that title. Sami Zayn was off. Sami now knocked away on CM Punk. And look at Sami go. Look at it prove itself here tonight. And Punk just covering up in the corner again. Punk went through the lock, as did Sami in the Rumble match on Saturday. Saw CM Punk a bit earlier today. Did say he was a bit banged up. And he said a lot of that was from the match, but a lot of it was also from that fight he got in. Because Rollins here ringside, they were both eliminated. Got pretty nasty outside after each kick shattering down. A nice swinging neck breaker by CM Punk. Protections from hey, but hey, the Rumble is Saturday. You can still not get through CM Punk. Punk just taking his time. WWE fans and electric taking on. You can tell it's WrestleMania this season. We're officially on the road to the big event game. CM Punk now. Top rope. Sami Zayn, though, back to his feet. Punk realizing it. Lost his balance and Zayn took control. Sami Zayn to reverse it. And Sami now high above the ring. Steamer hooks to CM Punk. Both men are down. Who's going to the chamber? And that super much by Zayn entering both men. After the start of the WrestleMania, like this is almost like the playoffs in the NFL. Every week, every match, we try to earn a spot in the two-day event in Las Vegas. Every day we get closer to the pressure is cranked up. He showcases who's great, who's good.
I'm back, everybody, and I brought a guest. I'm sure you all heard me saying who it was. Come here. Come on. Jay winning the Rumble is really throwing off my what does the Mania card look like plans. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, everyone. Alex and I started talking for a minute, too. Come here. People want to see you. You know that. Don't go under the 3D printer tray, you little shithead. Come here. Oh, there she is. She's really picked the worst part. Oh, here we go. There she is. Hi, baby. Hey, baby girl. Mizzle's been a heel forever, man. What are you talking about? Nizzle is a heel. The amount of casualties that have happened in my house in terms of like toys or furniture and things like that because of this cat, that cat's a heel. Nizzle's been a heel for a while. Oh, man. You guys, I gotta say, you know, LAW, it really feels like things are heating up in LAW. I'm really excited about it. The JT and Carnold promos the last couple weeks have been fucking wild. I have loved those. Like, it feels like big things are about to go down with them. Which is crazy.
Cleveland, Ohio tonight is hosting Monday Night Raw live on Netflix of 13,000 strong. Sami Zayn, CM Punk battling for an opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match 3 weeks from Saturday in Toronto. Cleveland is nothing good to Sami Zayn.
Feels like a new era. It really does with LAW. Like, it really feels like just things, I don't know, you might be talking about real life WWE, but LAW, it feels like it's kind of turning a new page and like people really care about LAW now, which I'm really happy about because, hey, get your head out of the Arby's bag. I know I should have taken that out the other day.
Sammy, again, his elbow. I certainly heard about the breaking on it by CM Punk, but he crept the cheeky move by Punk, just pinned his shoulder to the mat. They roll him over. Senior official Chad Pack. Checking on his face. I believe he injured his elbow there. Sammy said,
I would have thought a year ago that we would advance this far into LAW. Okay, you didn't mean LAW. Nice. Yeah, I'm really excited with how things are going there. Like, I'm enjoying my story I've got going on with the Aaron Stevens stuff. I'm enjoying the JT and Carnold stuff. Is there anything even in the Arby's bag? The wrappers from the sliders I had for dinner a couple days ago, because I keep forgetting to take that bag out when I take the trash out in here. Like, you got new stars like Tanvir Badal and Zajac, or Zayak, whatever we're calling him, because I call him Zajac. It's spelled Z-A-G-A-C. But the theme goes, who the fuck wanna fuck with Zayak? Which, so obviously I use Suno for that kind of stuff. The way I described Zajac for his theme was literally, he's just a big, like, and, like, I didn't want it to seem like I was racially profiled or anything. I was like, he's just, Missile, get off of the 3D printer plate. You're gonna get kicked out of the room if you don't get off of that. Sorry, I picked you up in the wrong area. I grabbed her like around the I grabbed her like around the stomach instead of the ribs. There you go. You can hang out up there. You excited to see what goes down heading on to Xandermania? Tatum also is in LAW now. You implying that Missile can't get her way out of a paper bag? No, that is exactly what I'm implying. How do I? There we go. There, get some Missile content in here for you guys there. On my nightstand that I need to put in the bedroom. We got Missile content now. Yeah, no, Missile's pretty stupid. What? Hold on. Fucking, what are you eating? God dang it, cat. Twist ties are not food. You little shit. Quit trying to get in the Arby's bag, you little fucker. Oh, geez, Phil's acting a little bit heel on him now. Oh, God. I'm scared what direction we're going with this Missile. He's up. Whoa. Oh, that was close. That was actually kind of close. I thought they were going to do it on the roll-up there for a second. Missile, you good? You just vibing now? Missile, you gotten a little fat. I'm going to be honest with you. Missile has put on a little bit of weight, I will say. She could probably stand to go on a cat diet. I could stand to go on a human diet, though, so you know. Oh. Yeah? Okay. Fat shame Missile, are we? Okay. Her healthy weight, according to the vet, is like 7 pounds. She's like almost 10 pounds right now. So... there's the GTS. Phil's going to the chamber. God, the stream is struggling over on Netflix tonight.
Elimination Chamber. Remove the Chamber's insights. CM Punk.
Nizzle, quit trying to get in the Arby's bag, you little shithead. I have put the Arby's bag under stuff at this point. Like, yes, I know, Nizzle. Thank you for the reminder that I need to take out the trash in here again. Stop it. Quit reminding me.
Incredible match, Pat. What a battle. What a duel.
Cena, Jay Gunther, Mania. I could see it.
The second city state is heading to the sixth.
You good over there, Missile? Good lord. My stream, like my OBS and my Wi-Fi are acting great tonight. Look, Xander, just let her get in the back. No! I didn't even think about the fact the show usually ends about 10:30 now. Say what's the worst she could do, but... Oh, shit! Kevin Owens is alive! He lives! Oh my god. Oh my god. Package pile driver! He did the thing! Sammy had to be the first one to take it on TV. Kevin looks like hell, by the way. There you go. That was a fantastic episode of Raw. Like, that had me hooked start to finish. That was an awesome episode. Like, absolutely loved that episode. That was fantastic. That was a great episode of Raw. Like, minus all the technical difficulties, that was amazing. So, now what? I don't really have much else to do tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, just gonna be honest, don't really have much to say tonight. But yeah, I mean, it was a great episode of Raw, though. Like, that was a really great episode of Raw. Really enjoyed it. Top to bottom. Really enjoyed that episode of Raw. I have a lot to say tonight. Alright, so, where's the thing? Where's the Cody mic? Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. I'm pulling the long cable out. You guys know what this is attached to. Since we got time, since I took a long-ass nap earlier. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
What do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, the long cable. You all know it's linked to the Kodi microphone. I need to get a thing for it, like the little thing. I need to get like an LS11 universe block for it. Is Missile still in here? She's still in here, but I can't see her, which is always a little concerning. Found her. Which that is the pose of Dad, I want to enter the room. Dad, I'm going to stare at the door, and if I'm not out in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to scream. You gonna go, kid? What do I know about Fantastic Four? So if we're talking about the upcoming movie, I know nothing about it. I know the trailer comes out tomorrow. If you're talking about the actual Marvel characters just themselves, I love Fantastic Four. I always have. What's been my favorite NXT show that I've booked since the return? Ooh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Since NXT's return, I've had a lot of shows since NXT returned. It returned a year ago, actually, this week, which is kind of crazy to think about. I had NXT Reloaded, which is where Tyler won the title. I had well, what else did I have? I had I think I'm just scrolling back at this point. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it. I know I had Great American Bash, which is where Joe Hendry showed up, but that was well into this season. Let's see. I had Roadblock, which was a TV special that not many people watch. Okay, so I had Reloaded, which was an alright show. I don't love that one as much. Roadblock, NXT Roadblock was kind of, it was fine. I liked it just fine, but it was a one match show for Andrade to win the belt. Then the First Worlds Collide, I really liked that one. That was a lot of fun. That was a good way to transition Naomi back into the show. I think last year's Deadline I absolutely love. I loved doing the Iron Survivor match, the Andrade and Jimmy match where Jay helped Jimmy win the title was really cool. Nakamura got to be in the Iron Survivor match, which was really cool. So last season's Deadline is up there for me. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through and seeing what else there is. Stand and Deliver was the other one that I did, which I really liked. Stand and Deliver. I loved Stand and Deliver, actually. Just how much people were upset at the Jimmy heel turn, but they saw it coming as well. Like, people saw it coming from a mile away when Jacob Fatu showed up. But the heel turn at Stand and Deliver made a big deal out of a lot of things there. After that, we had... Let's see. We had the big gauntlet, which was really fun. Which I know this was just a regular episode of NXT, but God, I absolutely love this. Because this was a big premiere. I fell asleep when I got home from work right until this gauntlet started. And, like, everyone kind of knew. Everyone kind of knew who was coming out number 2 in this, right? Like,
this is going to be can't miss. I'm being brought a note by one of our assistants, one of our interns here. Thank you, Sharon.
Oh, yeah, for another mention of Sharon the intern. I got to bring her into the channel at some point.
All right, well, I have been brought a note, and I have been asked for entry number 2 to say his name.
But this Gauntlet show, like, this is just a really fun TV episode of NXT. Because, like, Joe was running wild in this debut. And it was a really cool lineup as well. You had, you know, a lot of main roster guys like Ludwig and Carl Anderson. You had Rich Holland getting brought back to NXT.
Still plenty.
Josh Briggs got a big singles match here. Hendry lasted until the end as well. It actually went perfectly with what I was wanting for Joe. Mystico got a cool appearance, which is really cool because Mystico's back going to be on the TNA revival as well.
Another hot free agent.
Got Dante Leon. He was the LAW TV champion at this point as well, which was a nice tie into the LS11 Indies. Lexis King came to NXT for the first time in it. This is kind of what helped kick off the Lexis King Seth Rollins feud. Cedric was in it. And there were a couple like huge surprises for some people in here, like TNA's Mike Bailey at the time. Now he's just a free agent Mike Bailey. Joe was cleaning house is the crazy thing in this one. Like, a lot of people thought Joe might actually just win it.
Here we go, no.
Who else was in it here? Because it's been a little while since I've watched this. Wesley Blake was in it from his brief return, where he and Steve Macklin formed the Insurgents for a little while. Tavion Heights made his debut in it. I don't know why I'm still holding the mic like this, but I just am. Apollo Crews was in it from SmackDown. Because this was not long after Ray had taken over SmackDown as well. Which Apollo got injured recently is what I heard from real life, which is unfortunate. Who else was in this? I know there was one in here that really shocked a lot of people. It was not Eddie Thorpe though. Eddie Thorpe was not the big surprise. It was a 30-man gauntlet too. Like this was a huge gauntlet. I remember Zilla being in it. I knew Zilla was in it. That was intentional. Like that was a bit, and him coming out so early was intentional as well to throw people off of who number 30 was going to be. Right, this is the one I was talking about. Jack Swagger being in it was to throw a lot of people off. Threw a lot of people off because he had just gotten released from AEW. Chris Danger was in it as well, but Swagger was in it to throw people off because he had just been released from AEW, and I truly thought he was probably going to TNA, and he's just really not done shit since. Thatcher was there. That was when I briefly thought brought Thatcher into NXT for a little while. He was supposed to start using the Pure title as like a Heritage Cup stand-in, but I just kind of got cold feet on the idea. I didn't love it anymore, so I stopped doing it. And then Thatcher just quietly got let go and sent to a different roster. There's Zilla in at number 20. He was an LAW tag champion at the time. Now he's on the LAW roster, but he's not. You'll probably see him somewhere else soon. I won't say where though, but we have talked about where he might go. This is Wes Lee won this gauntlet. I'm remembering that now that I'm seeing that I was also playing as Wes Lee.
Lexis King eliminated. Taken down.
Who else was in this? I know Solo was number 30. Was Ego in this one? I vaguely remember Ego being in this. Ashanti was in it. Let's see. Javon was in it, and he didn't have as good of a run as I wanted him to. I wanted Javon to get a good run in this one, from what I remember. He didn't have. James Storm was in it. That was a cool one. Because Bobby Roode was the GM at the time, so James Storm was kind of his sheriff.
We're at the hour mark for NXT right now.
Jensen was in it. This was a rare hour-long episode of NXT as well. NXT scarcely gets that long in the LS11 universe.
Number 25.
Miles Bourne was in it, and he had AJ Lee's Titantrons, because those were modded in over Drew Gulak's for a while. Noam Dar.
Shanti back in time. He caught him. Okay.
Let's see. Who else was in this?
Comes in. Snap. 3. Coming at the 4. Holders up.
Jensen.
Wesley Storm.
There went James Storm.
Down. Able to.
Shane Haste. Oh, wait, did I just go, you son of a bitch?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, but put Shane Haste in there. just because the Seth Rollins ties.
It's all ego.
There's EO.
Did song.
And then who was number 29? Because we all know who number 30 was.
Left.
Because it was Riley Osborne from the
Tossed it down
U.
From Wesley.
And then Solo showed up and eliminated Hendry. Yeah, I really liked the Gauntlet. That was a fun special episode of NXT. Had let's see, Great American Bash. That was a fun show. People didn't really care for this show as much. I'm kind of in that mind. I'm kind of the same way. It was fine. Don't really have much to add to it though. Worlds Collide 2 was a lot of fun. I did enjoy that one. I feel like probably No Mercy is my favorite NXT show I've done since I took full control of NXT, though. Like, I really like this show a lot. It felt like it was a very Xander-heavy show. James Storm was in NXT a lot with Rude Jim. But yeah, that was kind of the idea, was to play off their friendship, and it was like, whenever Rude needed someone to kind of be a sheriff to handle business, it was James Storm. But, like, the WWE title was on the line on this show because of the Ethan Page loophole.
Ethan Page.
And this was a fun match. I really enjoyed this match.
Gargano.
I wish it had gone about 5 minutes longer than it did, but I fucked up the kick out with the Sweet Chin music.
Throws the arm up.
Like, you can see how close.
1, 2. No, he got it.
Like, you got me, no! Like, I started to go, like, no, like, Ethan kicked out. I hit the down button on the D-pad, which was supposed to make it look like Ethan threw his shoulder up, but it just didn't register in time, so. Had Bronson Reed show up, which was pretty cool. Rascals were back together. This ladder match was a lot of fun, because everyone just kind of expected that the Rascals were going to win, right? Like, everyone just kind of expected the Rascals to win, or for Gorillas to win, and then I subverted expectations with the belts on Speedball Mountain, establish a new team, and both of them would be gone within like 2 months. This was a lot of fun as well. Give Killer Kelly a good run. This established Killer Kelly, then she got pregnant.
Sweeps the leg.
And so I had to keep my maternity leave rule that I use, where I also can't use someone when they're on maternity leave like that, because it's not fair to say, oh, I can do this better, and then, you know, have someone that's not available. The retirement of Mako Satomura, which was sad, but a really fun match. It's a great match, actually. Javon and Cardona was a fun match. A lot of people thought Javon might win this one as well. Had the women's tag titles that Sol and Kalani were not supposed to win. They were not supposed to win these. They accidentally won these.
Shoulder block. And again.
And I just rolled with it. So I put it back on GG and JC here. This was just my way of correcting that. But then, like, there was this really cool video package for the main event.
NXT Championship.
Now roll the footage. Joe Hendry makes things better, but there's still so much to see. Joe Hendry makes things better for everyone in NXT. Joe Hendry, so prestigious. 'Cause if you like,
just highlighted like some of his biggest losses in his career. Showed even some WCPW with Angle and Galloway there, some TNA with Eli Drake. But then, like, where it really turned around on this night, where he became Matt Cardona's #1 henchman until he finally betrayed him. Set it to Hendry's old theme as well, which I love, the Joe Hendry Makes Things Better theme. I really do. God, the why does Dalton Castle need to fly entrance. I love that. What a great entrance that was. It was one of the only times Joe didn't wear blue as well. Or red. I did Hendry Nemeth first, just saying. His incredible run through the World Cup, including beating Jon Moxley of all people, beating Finn in the main event of it, beating Samoa Joe to become the TNA champion. Showed up on NXT as TNA champion. Just yeeted Baron Corbin out of the ring. Beat Baron Corbin in the main event of Worlds Collide. Beat the Motor City Machine Guns in their final LS11 TNA appearance. Took out
I give them something to
GOD.
believe in. Or they shouldn't believe anymore.
Like, this was very much my Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, except it was in developmental, and it was a different bleach blonde hero wearing a lot of blue against a different member of the Anoa'i family. But, like, I literally did it almost 1-to-1 with the ending here. Like,
It's Regal removing the turnbuckle pad again.
the Rascals came in to take out the GOD.
As they're taking turns.
And then what I really loved was the way I handled the Jacob Fatu situation. I was trying so hard to figure out who was going to show up to take out Jacob Fatu, right? Like, I was like, who's going to take out Jacob? And at one point, it was going to be Roman.
Joe
At one point, it was going to be Roman.
with Jimmy back into the ring. The referee.
But I was telling around, like, I'm so scared people are not going to talk about Joe winning the NXT title because they'll be too busy focusing on the fact that Roman showed up.
1, 2, son of a bitch.
Because at this point, Armageddon hadn't happened yet. No. Armageddon was still 2 weeks out. So Roman hadn't returned yet. And I was like, I don't want Roman's return to overshadow Joe winning the title. And so I was talking around, I was like, who fits that Undertaker moment? And I was like, we were going through like lists of former NXT names that really would have made sense. And I was like, Gunther wouldn't make sense. I think I talked about AJ Styles at one point, possibly flying in and hitting a phenomenal forearm to take out Jacob.
Who rolls back through it?
Pete Dunne was kind of lukewarm at this point. Adam Cole was in another company. I think Ciampa was also an idea at one point to be like the Undertaker role for NXT. And then Ray was like, why not Drew? He and Hendry have so much history. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant.
As Jimmy super kicks him.
And so Drew showed up. This is before his heel turn. He showed up. He saved Joe. He was in the Undertaker role. He took the fight to Jacob.
Was gone.
Wiped him out. And then,
Free and suck. Oh my god. Oh.
Joe hit a standing ovation on the top from the top, which is only time he's ever done this as well.
Standing ovation.
It is still set as his super finisher, though, should I ever decide to do it again.
3.
And Joe was NXT champion. So this is probably my favorite NXT show I've done. I do like Heatwave. I saw that Zach asked me that a few minutes ago. I do really like Heatwave. I really do. I have a lot of love for this show. I feel like it's a really, really good episode of NXT. I loved doing the Hendry and Waller stuff. They were a lot of fun together. And this match just...
No!
This match did a lot for Grayson Waller. I mean, it was 15 minutes back and forth with Joe for the NXT title. This tag match was a lot of fun with Lyra and Tatum going for the titles. I fucking love this match with Steph as the special referee. This match was funny as hell. Everyone else might disagree. Everyone else might think this match maybe went on a little too long, and maybe it did.
Blatantly slow count there. Again and
Like, maybe this match went a little too long, but it was funny. And it put Obafemi over so strong, especially when he just bodied Steph DeLander twice. That was the funniest thing when he just absolutely bodied Steph DeLander when she tried to pile drive him. And he was just taking out everyone. Like right here, just BAM!
Oh my god!
If I ever try to headbutt a watermelon, no, I have not. And I never will.
Steph Cardona throwing him into my...
Oh my god, this was great. And then just the way he took out everybody. And then when he just finally... He was just finally like, will you fucking just
Oh my
count the
God. Oh my
3.
God.
And he choke slammed the shit out of her. It was hilarious.
Now Cardona coming back in with a chair.
Bam!
Powerbomb cover.
And then just the pop-up powerbomb on the chair. The longest 3 count in history.
3. I think she knew what was going to happen if she didn't actually do her job.
And Steph just finally counted the 3. I didn't know this title win animation for a special referee match was in the game, but Steph just throwing the belt at him and storming out was fantastic. Like, that was the perfect way to crown Obafemi, because he just murdered everyone in sight, and I have really enjoyed it. Maybe I could have put the belt on Vicaire here, but I didn't want to do it just yet. The North picked up the NXT tag titles here, which is what led to the Speedball Mountain heel turn. Masha picked up the belt to wreck Killer Kelly out. And then the final match of Bobby Roode.
Now finally, Roode.
And it was the end of Jimmy Uso in NXT as well. As it was put, if he was going to leave NXT, he was going to leave a scar when he did so. Like, I think a lot of people thought he was going to come after Hendry again with this matchup, but ultimately he left, and we saw what happened after SummerSlam at that point. We saw what happened the next night. But yeah, other than that, like, had NXT, what was it recently? Halloween Havoc that I had recently? Yeah. I really liked Halloween Havoc as well. This was a lot of fun. I do feel bad that Joe Hendry never main evented an NXT Premium Live event as NXT champion. But, you know, that's just kind of how it is. How it went that time. But, you know, it's not to say that he'll never main event a show as a champion again. He's, of course, got Buddy Murphy that he's got to try and take the title back from. They've got their rematch seemingly set for a deadline here in a couple weeks. And we got Joe Hendry live in concert with the Judgment Day on Thursday. Right now, that episode is just going to be a regular episode, and I'm just going to trust you all to actually watch the concert. We'll see if you guys keep my trust from that one, though. We'll see if you guys actually watch the concert. I think you should. I've been working on it. I'm going to have to use 2K22 to get the guitar scene. It's going to be like when Rock did the Rock concert a few months ago on SmackDown. Going to use my Joe Hendry character I have on 2K22. Put him with the Elias entrance. Put him in the Make an NXT arena on there. I'll just take the old NXT logo, make it black and white. Easy as that. Because you can change that color. I'm pretty sure you can. If you can't, I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll make it work. I'll do something. I'm a smart guy. I can figure it out. I gotta record that tomorrow, though. I'm not gonna record that tonight. I'm a little tired tonight, gonna be honest with you. Hanging out here live. Might go move to the bedroom here shortly and draw if I don't have anything else to do tonight. Because I don't have anything I want to 3D print tonight. I gotta do some modeling. But the U.S. title run in LAW, or LSWF at the time, I said I wanted to talk about that when we weren't watching Raw. And I suppose I do want to talk about that a little bit. The idea was before LSWF got canceled and merged with LAW and the Carnold stuff happened, because the Carnold and Xander stuff was actually a fairly late addition, like a fairly late idea, all things considered, compared to everything else I've come up with over the last year or so since LAW. And while I do this, I'm also going to finally update the banner to put Buddy Murphy on it, because I've been forgetting to do that for a little while. But, yeah, no. Oh, no, I have put Buddy on the banner. I just haven't actually updated the banner. Huh. Okay, well, let me do that real quick. Weird. But yeah, so, you know, I did the Cena entrance, and I borderline squashed Quizmaster with the 5 moves of Doom to win the LAW, at the time, LSWF US title. And then I started doing the ZRC Open Challenge. Like, I was going full Cena with it. In fact, I think, give me a second here, we'll go back to my first promo after I won the title. I'm pretty sure I almost verbatim did, like, the John Cena, that's Sanctuary. Whoops. Had the wrong channel. Wrong purple little animated Xander. Okay. But, like, I'm pretty sure I did, like, the you want some, come get some promo. This was also the debut of King of the Universe as my theme.
And welcome back to LSWF, the first episode
LSWF since everything moved here to the Xander LS11 channel. Indeed, we are giving this
Alright, let's hear the promo,
all
because I haven't heard this in a year at this point almost.
And it is incredible to be your United States. Back to the.
Was the official debut of this title as well. I really love this title.
Good evening, LSWF fans, and welcome back to the show. This is the first weekly LSWF show since we came to the Xander LS11 channel. It is incredible to be here. It is incredible to have you all here tonight. And it is incredible to be your United States champion for the first time in my career. Now, I have something I want to talk about tonight, revolving around this United States Championship. So, let's get down to business with that, shall we? So, a year ago now, I lost the LSWF World Championship. It was the last singles title I held in LSWF. And back when I had that, oh, the toxicity I felt in that locker room behind the scenes every time I tried to open my mouth. People called me a king of burials, asked me about my golden shovel, said I wasn't giving anyone a chance other than myself and my buddies. And well, I'm giving everyone a chance next time we come to you live with LSWF, because next time we are live with LSWF, we are going to have a 20-man gauntlet to determine who challenges for the LSWF World Championship at our next pay-per-view event. But while myself and the rest of the director and the rest of the board will be selecting those 20 men across the next few weeks, I wanted to come out here tonight to kick off the show because I wanted to do something unprecedented, something that's never been done in LSWF before. I want to give anyone in the back an opportunity right now. What I want to give anyone in the back an opportunity at right now is something they claimed I would never give them. Anyone in the back that can get out here and take the initiative, take that leap. Well, as the greatest of all time once said, to paraphrase slightly, the ZRC US Open Challenge starts now. You want some? Come get some.
So yeah, I took like the full John Cena, you
Well,
want
that is
some,
good.
come
Now
get
the
some, and
open
all of that.
challenge. Oh, and here
And the original idea was that my new ring gear was going to become the jorts, the hat, the sweatbands. Like, I hand drew all of that stuff. Like, let me find it real quick. And Ethan Ace accepting, of course, now he's about to go to Xandermania and fight for the LAW title. So, really a cool full circle moment there for him. But, like, I go into art here. Let me find it. I think it's in the YouTube folder. Maybe it's just in the LS11 Universe folder, actually. I gotta find it, but like logos, maybe? No. Oh, here we go. It's gonna be the ARLSWF folder. Right. So like you look at the ARLSWF folder I've got here, like never slow down. Never slow down, Z Nation, right? With a drawn me on there. You look at this. This is what it was based on. Like, it was just a recolored Rise Above Hate, C Nation. Never Slow Down, Z Nation. And then on the back, instead of You Can't See Me, You Can't Beat Me. Like, I was going full Cena with it. Like, people had been calling me the Super Cena of LAW or of LSWF when they were hating on me for so long. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to fully embrace it. I was like, I'm just going to fully embrace it. I was going to start selling those shirts at one point, but I was worried I might run into some copyright issue, but I think it falls under parody. I think it falls under fair use parody. So I might sell those shirts at some point. But like, I was going to go full Cena. I was going to use the 5 moves of Doom. I was going to use the AA. I was going to come out to like a death metal version of dun 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 bum bum bum. But then people actually really liked me as a face suddenly, and I was like, well, shit, I guess I'll just stick to King of the Universe. Because, like, it was supposed to be a bit of an irony thing. Like, a bit of an irony thing, a bit of a hypocrite thing. Because I'd been telling so many people for so long, I don't want your head on X wrestler's gimmick. Because, like, someone was like, oh, maybe I'll be the LAW version of the Monday Night Messiah. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want you as Seth Rollins. I don't want you as Roman Reigns. I got so many Roman Reigns entrances and stuff. I don't want you as Drew McIntyre. I repackaged someone once because they had a character that looked like the love child of Drew McIntyre and Pac. I literally called it Drew McIntyre at one point as a joke, and I want to say it was Hanzo that was like, hey, Drew McIntyre's crazy when I called it that. And then I ended up repackaging them to a completely different gimmick. And it's like, I will repackage people. It happens. Like, people got to interest me. Like, Ethan Ace, I love his character. JT's character, like, I really like that. It's very original. It's just, it feels like it's JT. DJ, I know, has a little bit of, like, the Seth Rollins flamboyance to him, but at the same time, he's not sitting here calling himself a visionary or a revolutionary. He's not DJ freaking Danger. I chose the Seth Rollins Joker theme for him because he was, like, the Joker to my Batman for a while. And it fits him really well. And if I really wanted to, I could change DJ's theme. And I very well might one day. But, like, I was going to go full John Cena with it. I was going to go, unironically, superhero babyface doing the ZRC Open Challenge. And if LAW hadn't gone, or LSWF hadn't gotten canceled and hadn't gone on hiatus, Bayside Beatdown 3 was going to be me versus Colton for the LSWF title. And I was going to be full hypocrisy mode. I'll get there eventually. I was going to be full hypocrisy mode, and I was going to refuse to put my title on the line against Colton. And it was going to, ironically, very fittingly for mine and Colton's encounters, it was going to end with, like, me beaten down, like, bloodied, beaten by Colton. And as I was rising to my feet, Colton was just going to, like, as I got to a knee, Colton was just going to back up, hit the ropes, bam, kick me in the face, 1, 2, 3. Because in my only second ever match in LSWF, I beat Colton with, like, the possum kick to the face comeback thing in 2K22. And that was it. I did that, and it beat Colton. And it was all CPU versus CPU as well. And no one would let him live it down. So, that was kind of a cool thing to do. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed doing that with Colton. And I would have liked to have worked Colton again. And maybe I will at some point. You never know. Maybe Colton and I will get to have that third match between the two of us. Where he, maybe I'll finally put him over at some point. I know I probably should. But yeah, and ultimately the person that was going to beat me in the ZRC US Open Challenge was going to be Zach Parker, with the story of, like, I'd fired him over, like, let's be real. Those of you that were in the Discord during all this know, Zach Parker kind of got released from LSWF for some bullshit reasons. And I even look back and I'm like, I was kind of harsh to him. Like, he got banned from the server because he and the gang kept arguing, and I was closer friends behind the scene. I was friends behind the scenes with DJ and a couple of the other, and Main Event Wrestling. I'm friends behind the scenes with them, and so I kind of played favorites. And, like, I gave Zach Parker a second chance, and he's very much impressed me with how mature he's gotten. And I was going to reward him with a US title win for that. And ultimately, he didn't have a character up on 2K24 in time for me to do that. So I pivoted to the Xander and Carnold story, and that story, I feel like a lot of people really like the Xander and Carnold story. A lot of people also don't really get behind Carnold as a heel. I get that. I didn't really fuck with heel Carnold either. I was kind of listening to the vocal minority of Carnold haters, because some people, after I turned Carnold heel, I'm like, why is Carnold a heel? Carnold's a good guy. Carnold's like the quintessential good guy of the LS11 universe. He's like the fan, like he's the LS11 universe equivalent to, like, I don't want to say, like, maybe even a Daniel Bryan level. Like, he is the good guy of LS11 universe. And he was supposed to be a bad guy, and it didn't work. And so I turned him face again, revealed the Aaron Stevens stuff. Because this was supposed to go till Xandermania. It was supposed to go until Xandermania with Carnold as a heel. He was supposed to turn face around now-ish with the big Aaron reveal that Aaron had trademarked his name. And so I sped it along. I did my return at Crispus Chaos. Helped Carnold beat Raj and all of that. But yeah, that's the big LSWF LAW stories there. And I've been really enjoying doing LAW. I really have. We've got a great roster with LAW. It feels like it's better than the LSWF roster ever got. Like,
And that's no offense to people who were only in LSWF that never made it to LAW because they didn't upload new characters, but like I feel like we got a hell of a roster on 2K24 for LAW. We got some new names in there. I think you guys are about to love a big story coming up after Xandermania this year. I think you guys will be interested, to say the least, in the Xandermania main event. When is the Super Bowl this year? It is this Sunday. It's the Chiefs versus the Eagles. I'll say it. JT, you here? JT, if you're here, you're gonna laugh at this. I hope the Eagles get fucking destroyed because I don't like Bird Gang. I said what I said. I hope that the Chiefs win because I don't care if the Chiefs win. I just need the Eagles to lose. I'm not a sports ball guy, but I just need the Eagles to lose because it spites one person that's constantly an asshole. JT, I really do hope you were here and heard that. Okay, you were here. Good, good. I don't care if the Chiefs win. I just need the Eagles to lose. I'm not a sports guy at all. I'm not a sports ball guy at all. But, you know, I said what I said. I said what I said. If you guys are lucky, maybe I'll do a special halftime heat episode. Maybe if I can get the ARW stuff to work, I will do the ARW halftime heat rumble this year. And it'll air on Saturday morning, not, or on Sunday morning, not on actual halftime, because I wouldn't know when that is. But TLC 2015 is probably going to be this weekend as well, which is kind of cool. I'm going to try and get a retro show out every weekend for the next few weeks to get through the WrestleMania 32 stuff before 2K25. Because I don't think I'll have all the people I need in order to do Mania 2032 on 25 without taking a while. But I can go ahead because I know the next question out of someone's mouth, I don't know who it'll be, is going to be, what's the card for TLC 2015? Glad you asked. So, I will reveal that I made the reference to Cesaro potentially of hurting his rotator cuff on Survivor Series. I'm going to sneeze. Take two. I made the reference on Survivor Series yesterday to seeming Cesaro had injured his rotator cuff because I got to follow the real life rules on that one of historic injuries because his injury wasn't a freak accident. It was his rotator cuff was kind of just injured from wrestling so often. And so the show will be starting with Stephanie McMahon officially making Cesaro relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship, and Stephanie McMahon will have a huge announcement in regards to how we will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. And we're heading into the 2016 Royal Rumble event, so I think you guys are figuring out where that's going. There's going to be an 8-man elimination tables match where the Wyatt family will face Dean Ambrose and his new Extreme team of the Dudleys and Rhino. Sorry, Tommy Dreamer. In an elimination match. New Day is going to defend their newly won tag titles against the Usos, the Lucha Dragons, and the Ascension in a ladder match. In a ladder match, Tyler Breeze is going to defend the Intercontinental Championship against Neville in a ladder match as well. Stardust will be challenging Kevin Owens for the U.S. title in a chairs match because it's TLC, so there's got to be a chairs match, which I need to remember to write that in. Charlotte's going to be defending the Divas title against Brie Bella. And in the main event, it will be Roman Reigns defending the WWE Championship against Seth Rollins in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Did I see on the Community Creations post that when I'm done with 15-16, you put the suggestion of WrestleMania 15? I did see that. Ray and I have discussed it. We have figured out what year we're going to do next. And we've come to a decision, and I will not confirm what year that is yet, but I think you guys will like it because we're doing technically a generation. There's your hint. We're doing an era that doesn't get much love in the eyes of professional wrestling fans, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We haven't locked it down yet, but Ray has been very heavily involved this time around, whereas the 2015-16 stuff has been very much me and the creative team. Ray is currently very involved in the plans of what year we're doing.
and who's going to go where and where we're heading, like which WrestleMania we're heading to. Because usually we're either going to do like the WrestleMania to SummerSlam period or the SummerSlam to WrestleMania period. And it'll be like 6 months of retro shows. Because, like, yeah, that doesn't cover as much sporadic stuff as we've done before. But it also fills in much more gaps as well. And I'm going to get around to it soon. I need to grab some mods and stuff. And I need to just reinstall 2K23 at this point for it. Because 2K23's got a lot of good retro mods for this stuff as well. I need to start doing, like, for the full match series, I need to do matches that you guys haven't seen before. That way I can do, like, full matches and segments from Retro Raws and SmackDowns that can go into the timeline folder. Like, I want to eventually do the Edge 2011 retirement, where in LS11 lore, Miz cashed in his blue briefcase to win the World Heavyweight title on a retiring Edge. For example, I want to show how Damian Sandow became U.S. champion in 2013 or 2014, excuse me. I want to show the breakup of the Shield, that kind of stuff. I just got to get around to that is the main thing. But yeah, other than that, it is 11 o'clock. I don't have much else to add. I don't really have any other tangents to get on tonight. No more. I don't really have any soapboxes to get on. No big things to talk about. So, with that said, probably not going to do an NXT watch along tomorrow. I'm probably going to use tomorrow to record, since I got to do NXT. I got to do LAW. I'm going to try and get the ARW Rumble to work. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna give it a try though, and we'll see what I can do. I'm really hopeful that I can. I'm really hopeful I can. I might give it one try tonight. Carnold is going to be in it. Like, Carnold has pretty much announced that he's going after the ARW title one more time in a Rumble setting. And if he doesn't get it this time, he quits. Like, he's done. He's not going to go for it again. Like, he will quit ARW for good. He will never go back to ARW. So I'm going to get loaded into my ARW file and see if there's any more fun mods that I could install over there first, and then we'll call it a night. Let's see. I mean, Call Life released a big Squid Game pack, but I don't particularly care for Squid Game too much. It's not really my thing. Just not really my thing, you know? I don't think there's any big ones on Pro Wrestling Mods right now either, unfortunately. I'll do a quick poke through. I'll see. I will do a quick poke through and see, but I don't see anything immediately sticking out to me here. Call Alex mommy. Only behind closed doors. I did it on stream when I was drunk. You were there for that, JT. When I was absolutely shit-faced drunk, I called her that on stream. And everyone, and you in chat, JT, I'm pretty sure you were like, oh my god, he did it! Because I realized I said it out loud, and she even laughed and was like, you just said that out loud on stream. I was like, oh god, I did. When I was, as you put it, absolutely lit. I was gone on that stream. I'm sure I'm sure Genesis was a very fun show. Oh, I don't remember it very much though. Be 100% wild. I'll be 100% real. I don't remember that show very well. I was there. I saw Joe win the belt. But I don't remember much else. It was game, set, match for me. I also gave you guys me doing the I Love Latinas comment the other day, so
You know, you guys got that too. Never forget that. And even Ray thinks it's funny that I actually said it. Okay, we'll see if that works. Looks like Pro Wrestling Mods is down right now, so I'm just gonna kind of have to try what I got. I might swap out a couple people that aren't really working, and alright, I'm gonna go give this one shot tonight. If it crashes at number 14, it crashes at number 14, and it ain't meant to be, and I'll give it another try tomorrow. But until then, thank you all for watching tonight. I've been Xander, that was a live stream, and I will see you all on, at the soonest, probably Friday for SmackDown. Maybe if I have time, I'll stream something non-wrestling on Xander Live this week, or on the Twitch. We'll see, though. I've platinumed Spider-Man at this point, so it'd be on to Sonic Frontiers next, or something else. We'll see, though. And to answer the question about when the next 24-hour stream is, next time I set an absurd donation goal and we actually hit it. Probably a very long